Okay, it's only been a couple of days since I put stuff out here, but I just had to come and take a peek. One of the first things that I could see was that the hanging basket had been disturbed. I've lowered it so that I could look into it. The container is still in there. One apple is in there. The cinnamon sticks are still in there. Both the pepperoni sticks are gone, and then this one here was on the ground underneath. And over here on the stump, the jar has been knocked over, but it's still here. There's no teeth marks, no claw marks. Everything is still inside the way I left it. And the spoon is there, but the peanut butter's gone. Okay, one thing that's kind of strange here. One of the pepperoni sticks that was in the bucket, part of it is here on the ground. Looks like maybe some smaller teeth marks. No, not for you. Doesn't look like it was bit off all in one piece. Maybe rodent marks on the ends there. So it's entirely possible the pepperoni was lost to the mice. So now we're up at the apology stump. Gabby just knocked the box over, but they were right here on the ground next to it. We've got I left an apple in it the day before yesterday. It is gone. Doesn't look like there's any more damage to the lid other than those chew marks on the corner that were there before. I looked at the box, no damage to it. The jar of peanut butter that I left here is gone. The spoon is here. The sticks of cinnamon are still in the jar, knocked over. Lid is on normal. But one thing that is interesting here is the ball. You might remember that when I was here before, I turned it so the face was up, and the face is now down. So we'll turn him back up again. This is a relatively fresh trail right here from something. There's some pretty good sized prints here in the duck on the side of the hill. Where'd that jar go?
Did yours step here?
No.
Look at that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I just got that on camera.
Cool.
Okay, so we've got a jar here that I left here on Wednesday. There is, let's see, a little bit of 2 holes right there on the side, like right here, right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this one here is the one I put out Wednesday. Look, got the date on it.
Very good.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go directly across here. Oh, look, here's another one right there.
Yeah.
Another print right there. There's the lid way over there. Look at all this debris that's been pushed down here. This is a really difficult spot to get into. Area. Lots of trees down around it. Very, very hard to get to here. And we've got a lid. And it's got the date from Wednesday on it.
Very cool.
Yes, no teeth marks. Just the lid. Right on. That's very cool. So we are what? 150 feet away?
At least.
Yeah. That it was carried. That is cool. That is very cool. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Well, no human's gonna do what we just did.
No.
Just for the hell of it.
And look at the tracks that are here. There's another one right there. Good sized footprint. It's a little worn. There's no detail right there.
Yeah.
Here.
What a
Here.
great place for
And
them
then
to
I
sit.
suppose just right up that log.
Huh.
Yeah, and look at how much this stuff is just flattened here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go see that other jar.
There's another jar. Right there.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking. Oh, there's
That one
my.
down
That's
there.
the nut jar.
That's the one I was talking about. Oh, this is awesome.
Okay, so this is an old peanut butter jar. No teeth, scratch marks whatsoever on it. And we have found the container that had the squirrel food in it at the gifting stump.
And the lid's on it.
And the lid is on it. And it is empty. There's a small hole chewed in one side. Actually, it doesn't even look like a chew hole. It's more like it was almost melted. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I've been looking on my way down here, so.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. So, I don't know what to make of that. The lid is on. And it's just got a big hole in it. Okay, so we have moved the stuff from the apology stump in an effort to rule out human interaction. We have moved it some distance off from where it was before. We are still on the side of the steep hill here, and we're kind of tucked down in a little hole where this stuff will not be able to be visible unless you are right on top of it here. So we've got the plastic container with 2 apples. I've moved the beads down, hung them over this. The ball is here with the snowman on it, face up. We have left another jar of peanut butter, numbered and dated, with a spoon. We put the mirror here, the cinnamon sticks, the flashy ball, and the rocks, and a nice neat little pile right there. So, we are going to see how this works. This is very near where we found the empty containers that disappeared from the stump, and we are still in an area where I know they have passed through here on a regular basis, and yeah, we're going to see how this works. Hopefully it won't take them too long to figure out that we have moved the stuff here, but if anybody human-wise was messing with anything, I think they're going to be hard-pressed to find this spot. So we're going to go gather up the stuff at the other gifting stump and move it now. Okay, so Sandy and I are back out here to check the gifting stump, and, well, we're not quite sure what to make of it now. When I was here the day before yesterday, everything was still here. The peanut butter jar was gone. The pepperoni was down out of the hanging basket. One of the apples was gone. And we found a piece of one of the unwrapped pepperonis on the ground. And we found this one here, but it still had pepperoni in the ends. Now today we are here. This has obviously been chewed on by some kind of forest creature. The pepperonis are now gone out of the ends. But the container that was left here with the apples, pepperoni, and cinnamon sticks is now gone, and the bucket you can see is hanging kind of cattywampus. It is now missing both the apples, the pepperoni, and the container of squirrel food has vanished. We are now in the process of moving the gifting stump to a new location, not too awful far from here, but a good secluded area that I don't think anybody's ever going to easily find anyway. So this is our way of putting this to the test to make sure that there is no human interaction going on here. So we're going to package up, bag up all this stuff and move it to the new location, and we'll show you what we're setting up there. Okay, so while in the process of taking down the bucket so we can take it to its new location, I spotted something down here. Sun hitting it just right. Ground is a little torn up. Oh, we've got another star structure. Look at that right there.
Something that's been maybe laying there, going under there? Under
Yes.
those boughs.
Wow, yeah,
Doesn't that look like it's depressed?
Yes, it does. Now this tree here is one that came down in a windstorm this last winter, early winter. This has been like this for a little while now. At least 3 months. And underneath here, it does appear that something has been laying in there. Everything is pretty well packed. So here is a container. Oh, this is partially buried. I don't know if it's the same one that had the... It's got a few tooth marks on it. This is weird how this is buried. Tooth marks, okay, I'd say this is probably the work of a raccoon. Oh yeah, this is the one that had squirrel food in it. There's some sunflower shells. Yeah, there's a pumpkin shell, pumpkin seed shell. It's just very strange how this was literally buried underneath this stuff. If there's anything else under here. Okay, so we have found our new location for our gifting stump. And we've got this fine maple right here that's kind of bent over a little. We've got our rope hanging over it now. We're getting ready to hang the bucket again. And this time we've got another container with the same squirrel food in it. We have a pear, an orange, an apple, a couple of dog cookies in here, and the cinnamon sticks are still down in the bottom down there. Okay. We have the bucket hanging right there. That's a good 10 feet off the ground and 3.5 to 4 feet down from the vine maple, which is pretty spindly. We don't think there's going to be much possibility of any kind of animal, particularly raccoons, climbing up on there and getting down the rope. And we have this very high stump here, broken off tree, where we are leaving this container since my other one was taken. This is the one we have retrieved from Sandy's stump that's about a mile away, that the lid was on crooked. We've cleaned it out. I have added plenty of squirrel food, 2 apples, there's a granola bar, some fruit gummies, and 2 pepperonis in there. Oh, and this little bag right here is dried apple chips. So we're going to leave that right up there on that stump. Here next to it, we've got all the rocks. We've counted, there are 16. We are leaving just like that. Right over here, we've got the ball, kind of tucked in here where it's not going to roll away very easy. And the new jar of peanut butter. We've got a little impression we made here in the duff at the top of this stump to hold it in place. It has been numbered on the bottom and on the top, so we can identify where and when this was put out if we find any of the pieces of it in the future, and the spoon to go with it. So hopefully this will help to rule out any possibility that we've had human interaction at any of our stumps. We have now moved 3 of the 4. One will stay the same as kind of our control spot, and we're going to see how it works out from here. So wish us luck. Thanks for watching. Bye. Say bye, Sandy.
Bye.